is Dee Cee from Dee Cee's 2 Barbershop.
Yes.
And I'm here with the lovely Delana and her husband, Roger Fuchs.
Hey.
They're here to talk
Hey, how y'all doing?
They're here to talk about their new upcoming play. It's April the 11th. And they're going to share some more details, how you can get tickets, what the play about. I'm going to ask them a couple of questions, because I'm all about promoting and sharing and passing on to the family and the community. We have to support each other. We have to start supporting each other. So first I'm going to start off with Roger Fuchs.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you invited us, first of all. And we came up with Judge Me Not, Only God Can. It was a story at first. And I was trying to promote it, and we went on and took off 1 week together. We said, baby, we're going to take a vacation. Took a week and did the book and put the book out there. And then after that, later on, it dropped in Lane's spirit that, hey, this is more than just a book. This is a play.
Yeah.
And so, we came together, and she was like, that she didn't write. And I would say, hey, it's in you. And we collaborated together and came up with Judge Me Not, Only God Can, the revamped version of it.
Yes.
And it been on ever since.
Okay, so do y'all have y'all book here today?
No, because Raj, when they printed the book, they didn't print it properly.
Okay.
So we just said no, let's go ahead with the play, and then we're gonna go for the publishing
Right.
to make sure that the book is correctly done.
Okay.
Yes.
Now my thing is this, you said the title is Judge Me Not, Only God Can.
Yes.
And I know a lot of times in this day and era, we do have the tendency to judge people because that's in our spirit, that's in our nature, and that's how we brought up.
Right.
And in the process of judging people, we also hurt people's feelings in the process
Right.
because we don't know how to, decipher what I believe, what you believe, and
Right.
respect those boundaries.
Right.
So in this play, how do y'all address issues like that?
Oh, absolutely. That's the title of the play, Judge Me Not, Only God Can. I'm going to give you, like I said, a little tidbit. I've been giving people a little tidbit of it. But a lot of times we come to Christ, we're looking for something. We're not just going to church just to go, but we're looking for something. And we all have a past. So when we get to church, we may run into people that, knew us when we were younger, or when we were out there clubbing or whatever, And a lot of times people try to hold your past over your head. And you're trying to grow and move forward, and you got the naysayers in the background. Girl, I remember when she used to be such and such. That's what I used to be. But look at what I am now. So that's why when we came up with that title, Judge Me Not, Only God Can. And we always say, if Jesus Christ forgave us, for our sins, he took on our burdens. Why can't we forgive somebody else?
Yes.
Because none of us are perfect.
Yeah, and in the process of you saying that, right, we not taught how to forgive. And we damage the younger generation.
Right.
Because they are brought up to act on impulse, microwave generation. So if we say something, they hold on to it forever. They don't know how to forgive and forget and let go. And then they run into all these problems and issues with depression and trying to find their identity. Do y'all just address that in y'all play also?
Well, not necessarily in this play, but we will talk about it because, we may not talk about it in this play, but even through our interviews and stuff like that, what we learn is children learn from their parents, and hate and anger is taught, so you have kids out here being bullied and abused in school, not just by the students, but by some of the teachers, because they haven't been taught. They don't know. So what we have to do as parents is just love on our kids. They have their own lives to live also. They're going to make decisions at times that, we don't want them to make. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make choices. But one thing we can't do as parents is beat them down because of their decisions. We still have to love on them, show them love, let them know we still love you. You're still my baby. The Bible says that children are a gift from God. So if someone gives you a gift so precious, that you love and you care about, why would you tear it down? Regardless of what decision our children make in life, we still have to love them. It's our job to nurture them and teach them to not just love themselves. You know, we have to show it. We show them that we love them. You know, we show them that we care by being there for them, by giving them an ear to listen to, a shoulder to lean on. You know.
And the reason why I brought that up, because I wasn't really directing it to the children today. I was just directing to our generation,
right?
How we was beat down,
right?
You know, telling us that we're not nothing,
right?
And you know, like you said,
yes.
What my past was my past.
Right.
But look at me now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you was the same person that said I couldn't do this. I lived in the projects. I was going to be this. I was going to be that. And that was my destiny.
Yes.
Right.
But you not my makeup. So
Right.
I didn't know what my destiny at that time was.
Right.
I didn't know I was going to be sitting here with a
Right.
powerful couple like this. I didn't know I was going to have this beautiful shop.
Right.
I didn't know I was going to have these business ventures.
Right.
I didn't know that I was going to be so much in a comfortable state because the generation before me was taught before them how to
Yes.
keep us oppressed and down. And it's just trickled in our society. And I just don't want that to trickle down to our generation and uplift our kids. And we got to stop judging them because we were so judged and we was taught X, Y, and Z. And if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you're going to hell.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's why I was so fascinated about your play, you know. And I'm hoping and praying, even though I'll probably take off, probably be 5 by the time I get back to work.
No, you're not.
Sure. I get 5 every other week. That's why you have your own business. But I'm just saying, you know, the title is so powerful because people have the tendency of judging you. And I always had a conversation with my daughter. She's my producer and everything of the podcast. I don't want to give out her government name because she always say something.
Mm-hmm.
But I be trying to teach her when you walk in authority,
Yes.
no matter how somebody feel about you,
Right.
that's you walk in there and you let them know this is who I am.
That's
I don't
right.
care if I ain't got a penny in my pocket.
That's
Oh,
right.
If I walk in the room, I'm going to demand
That's
Yes,
right.
yes,
That's
yes.
right.
respect.
That's
Right.
right.
So, you know, if you judge me and say, oh, her hair is nappy and it's gray and blah, blah, bloop, 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 I'm saying to myself, I can put a wig on, I can dye it. That still don't change who I am.
That's
Yes,
right.
to the core.
Because, she got on a pair of Vans and she ain't got on the latest Jordans. I don't care because that's not who I am. And when I walk in that building, I demand authority.
That's
so
right.
I like that, you know, that title is so, I mean, just tell me more about it.
Okay. Judge me not, only God can. It's like the root of it, when you go by judging, it's from like people that have religion relationship. So many people have religion relationship instead of a relationship with Christ directly.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, they able to speak God is great and all this type of stuff.
Right.
But the thing is, you know, what do you do when you're behind closed doors? When I was going to Morning Star Baptist Church, we had to read a book called Who Am I When No One's Looking?
Yes.
And that's to the core of who you are. So whatever habit that you was around, you tend to grasp hold to that habit and continue to do it yourself. So you kill people and not even realize that you're killing them.
And I like when you said that, and I'm gonna have to look that book up and make sure y'all text it to me,
Okay.
and we can probably put it in the caption, because a lot of people don't understand that plays an important part. If you're not looking at me, am I the same person?
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
Right.
And a lot of people, they try to portray to be something else, but eventually it's going to come out. You know, and that's why a lot of people are like, oh, you're so crazy. You behind closed doors, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Only reason I would change if you make me change.
Right.
If you're giving me negative energy, you might have to give it back. But I just, God, please forgive me. I say, I just might give it back to you a little better. So don't get mad at me because I told you I walk in authority.
Yeah.
So if you want if you just want to get a little bit of it,
Right.
I'm going to give you the full force of it.
Right.
I'm going to show you how it's really done.
Yeah.
So, you know, but behind closed doors, a lot of people, that's how the depression comes.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
the sadness comes. Because they put on all these faces in front of you, and then when they get behind closed doors, you know, it's all this negativity.
Right.
Negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm glad that y'all addressing that. You know, it's just so much out here nowadays that a lot of people don't want to be real with themselves because this is a platform. Get on here, be fake. You get on here, you could be funny. You get on here, you could be whatever you want to be.
Right.
But when these lights go off, you know, like when my wig come off, who am I? Who is Dee Cee? Who's Cecilia? Who?
Right.
Well, let me tell you who I am. First of all, I'm a business owner.
Oh,
my shop is
true.
My shop is 2200 Hammons Ferry Road. Appointments only 410-202-1606. But get back, you know, you have to let people know who you are.
That's right.
And I really appreciate it. I say I might not have a whole bunch of followers right now, but everything I do, it shall grow.
Yeah.
And it's not all about me.
That's
right.
It's not all. I see all these platforms, people trying to make their podcasts about them, or you gotta donate or promote to just to chat and talk about.
Oh,
If
yeah.
y'all would like to donate or chat, hit me up on my Cash App. But it's like,
Yeah.
but you get the serious. But you know they make it so much about them.
Right. That's
And it's like in this day and time, us as a people, African American descended people, here in Maryland, Baltimore, wherever you at, now we have a platform.
Absolutely.
When we didn't have one before.
Absolutely.
Because we had to be in the background and somebody else say, oh, your face too round to be on TV. Oh, your hair too nappy to be on TV.
Right.
You got too much gray to be on TV.
Right.
You too pudgy. You too skinny.
Right.
We all have our platform now.
Right.
And we need to share it with everybody. And that's what I'm here for. And then I like what y'all doing. And my next question is, I wanted to talk about the play. But I want to talk about something that I really admire. And I might haven't told y'all that. I admire your relationship. This is black love.
Thank you.
And a lot of times people don't want to celebrate that. They don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to talk about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of times, husband and wives, they work so against each other.
Right.
You doing your thing, I'm doing my thing.
Right.
Y'all working together.
Right.
And I wanted to put that out there. A lot can be done with two.
Right.
Instead of she, baby, I'm going to do this play. You like, oh, baby, I'm just going to go to work. Or he say, babe, I'm going to do this play. Oh, okay. But y'all working together.
Right.
And a lot of people need to see that because we get in the habit of, in our community, we are so selfish
Right.
that if I feel like, oh, they got to play, they married, they think they all that, forget them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot out there. Oh, she got a beauty salon and all that type of stuff. I'd rather spend my money, and this is a jab, and I know her for years, I'd rather spend my money at a suite instead of coming and helping this sister out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the mentality we have. But I really appreciate y'all coming together on one accord. Y'all got a production going on. And it's going to take y'all far. In every aspect of your life. This is just not the beginning. You know, this is just a stepping stone. And I want, and that's why I was so adamant about y'all coming down here.
Right.
I said, because my first podcast with my first guest, I wanted it to be a married couple. I wanted to be an African American married couple. I wanted to be two people that's working and love each other genuinely. You know what I'm saying? And it's so hard to see that. The younger ones in our generation, we don't see that. They infiltrating so much other stuff in our community.
Right.
And you know, I'm not gonna get into that because my podcast is gonna be closed down. But they infiltrate so much that you need to see and say, this is how you're supposed to live.
Right.
But this is how you're supposed to live. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And y'all building. And a lot of times people don't understand is when you come together, a marriage is like a business.
That's right.
So
That's
true.
right.
That's the one key that I had to learn when I was married.
Right.
It's a business. But if you got one working bee, and you know I'm the queen bee, so we don't need to say no more. So if you got one working bee and the other bees don't want to work,
Right.
it's not going to work.
Right.
It's not going to work. I don't care what you put forth, you know, how many people you see come, people support, some people won't. But when you got two people working together, they're on one accord, a lot of great things going to happen. And I'm so happy that y'all is my first guest
Awesome.
to set the tone so people can see, hey, this is what a relationship is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I know everything ain't peaches and cream.
Right.
Because we can get into that right now.
Right.
So,
Right.
and the next question to y'all too is, what made the glue stick?
Okay, I'm gonna say what it is Raj, he knows the Lord. I know the Lord. Before we got together, we both already had a relationship with God. We've been married before. You know, we've been through our ups and downs. He knows what he wants. I know what I want.
Right.
You know, so we can actually say that God put this together.
Right.
Because our paths kept crossing back and forth, back and forth. And you know, I met Raj when I was 8 and he was 7 at your mother's house. So I'm just like, you know, I wasn't really interested. We were too young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But as time went on, our paths kept crossing back and forth, and I would see him, but I really didn't see him. You know, like my eyes were actually closed to him as, you know, a man, a person. You know, so but when God actually brought us together, I think it was the hug that did it, you know.
You felt the butt?
No.
Let's keep it real, y'all.
Not that time.
Because I know how my cousin is.
He was fresh though.
Yeah. You get a little squeeze here and there.
He ain't doing that time. But he was so sweet. Like when he texted me, we were at Deacon Tim's mother funeral. So
and you feeling playing a funeral?
No, see, we were at a funeral and at First Baptist, and I was in the church, and him and Jean left out the church, and something said, "Go out there and greet them." You know, so I said, okay, because our paths always cross. We never get a chance to talk because it's either we're doing a funeral or they're coming in, you know, they're in charge of the funeral or whatever. So I went outside and I saw Gene. I said, hey, gave him a big brother hug. Like, what's up, Unc? You know, to Gene. Hi, Gene. How you been? But then Raj, I gave him a hug. And I don't hug men like that. But so I hugged Roger.
Yeah.
And I didn't know why I did it. I really didn't because at that point, nah. Like at that point, no. Do you hear something? Such a clown. But at that point, I didn't know why I hugged him like that. But I walked away and I said, that was strange, you know?
Yeah.
But the next day, I get a text message. Hello, pretty lady. What'd you say? Hello, pretty lady. Don't worry about anything to God. Don't worry about any issues today. God have his angels watching over you. And I said, oh, that was cute. And so I didn't think anything of it. So the next day, same thing. And then the third day, I said, wait a minute. You can't say that else. You know, he kept saying something different.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
No, you don't like it.
Every day. Right? Yeah. So it's like the next day that third day he kept, every morning I woke up for 3 straight days he was texting me. Well, messaging me, instant message, because he didn't have my phone number. So I said, you know what? I had just told God I am content, I'm happy, I'm in my 1-bedroom apartment, I'm working. I'm like, I'm good. If it's meant for me to be single again, I'm good, God. Right. And here he comes. So the third day, I just said, well, you know what? Let me respond. I said, Roger, you are not my man. I said, but you are texting me every morning. Why are you texting me every morning like this? You know, I said, what are your intentions? He said, well, you know, our paths keep crossing, and, you know, this time I want to know, you know, if I could take you out. So I looked at his picture and I was like, oh. Then I actually saw him. You know, it's like I saw him. It's like him, and I felt something, you know, and I said, wow. I said, okay, that'll work. He said, well, give me your phone number. I said, okay. I said, you give me yours. He said, okay. So we exchanged phone numbers. He said, okay, I'm going to call you tomorrow. I said, tomorrow? Hey, Roger. And he bust out laughing. I said, why are you laughing? He said, well, because I told you I was going to call you tomorrow and you called me. I said, well, why wait until tomorrow? I said, where do you live? And he told me where he lived. I said, so is that Brooklyn, New York or Brooklyn, Maryland? He said, Brooklyn, Maryland. I said, give me your address. I'll be over there. I get off at 5.
Wow. She done got her man.
God dang.
No
And
doubt.
that's actually how it happened.
Yeah.
And you know, I went to his house and we talked. He
Never
was,
separated.
and
after that.
we've been together ever since. Like
Right.
it was no sex, no, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all still
Nothing
having
sexual or
sex?
anything, huh?
I'm joking.
Oh boy.
She's like, it ain't no sex. I was like, I don't like that word. Me either.
No.
Me either.
Hey.
I would have said deuces. Yeah. But you know, it was like I was really attracted to him. I said, wow, all these years.
Yeah.
I didn't really,
Right.
because I never saw him.
Right.
Like, but I say God opened my eyes to him and I felt it in my heart.
That's awesome.
You know, and I said, this is weird.
I can
You
take
know?
it back further than that. I was going to Creative for so much more.
Yep.
And we would have lunchtime word out Cherry Hill at the shopping center. And they would like say, Roger, can you sing a selection? So I would go ahead and sing a song, and it was me and Brother Avery up there. Well, Minister
Yeah.
Avery
Yeah.
at the time. And I went on, I saw her, and I went on and cut my song short. I was like, hey. So I was singing. She was at the camp.
You singing for the Lord. You gonna cut? Who cut that song? Wait a minute, Lord. Wait a minute, hold up, Lord. Lord, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, be for a minute. I'll
Yeah.
pick this up later, Lord. We'll be out here every week.
Yeah, so after that,
boy.
I ran up to her and I started talking to her and everything, and she kind of like brushed me off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, God dang, that was cold. I came back and I told Avery, he was cracking up laughing. He said, Roger, you is wild, man. And I said, nah, believe it or not, that's gonna be my wife one day.
Wow.
And that's what I told Brother Avery. I talked to him about last year sometime, and I was like, saying, man, it's funny how we was up the shopping center, and you know what I'm saying, I told you, I said she's gonna be my wife one day, and she turned around to be my wife.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So you was feeling what he already spoke in existence.
Yeah. You know,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's
like
awesome.
years later.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, so I'm grateful. I thank God for him. I really, really do. Because me, I still am, you know, but on a different level, like really independent.
Oh yeah.
I always had to stand up for myself, even in my past marriage. Stand up for myself, speak out for myself. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
worked, I had my car, I took care of myself, I did what I had to do.
Right.
I didn't need no man to do nothing for me because that's the type
Side
of
note,
attitude
I need a
had.
man to do everything for me. Oh, we can go back to the program.
All right. Come on, Lord, give it to her. He got you.
Oh boy, that's cold. That is.
Go ahead.
Oh
You know, but that was my attitude. Like, I don't know, like I had my guards up or something.
Right.
You know, but then Raj came in, and so that little bossy side of me, like feisty, whatever.
Yeah.
Be a good man can
I
handle
don't
it.
need you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but then he said, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, sure, why not? He said, well, you know, he said, when you're in a relationship, he said, a man likes to feel like you need him.
That's right.
He said, I know you have this.
Wait a
and
minute, hold
that.
up again. Say that again.
A man needs to feel like he's needed.
Thank you. So when I ask for stuff, I'm letting y'all feel what y'all need.
Yep.
Y'all might not know that this time.
Yeah.
But you would know it in the future. Go ahead.
So that's what he told me. He said, man, when you're in a relationship, he said, a man likes to feel like he's needed. You know, he said, if you're constantly telling me, he said, I'm trying to show you affection, open the doors for you and this, that, and the other, and you constantly pushing me away, he said, if I stop it, then you're going to wonder what's wrong with me. He said, then next thing you know, I'll probably be gone. And I sat there, I ain't tell him, but I sat there and I was like, Lord, am I doing something wrong?
Yes, you was.
You know, because I didn't know. I'm used to my mother. You know, my mother, like, if she wanted something in her relationship, she got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she was the type that would fight. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what I saw in my mother, you know. But then I said, wow, maybe I need to calm myself down, you know. And I said, God, help me to relax and be the woman that you want me to be, so he could be the man that I need him to be in my life. So he calmed me down.
How long y'all been married?
4 years.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
5 years, September.
September
19.
19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a
It'll be
blessing.
5 years, September. So I'm grateful. I thank God for him. You know, every day I tell everybody, my church family know that's my dude.
I know that's right.
And some people say, why you call him the dude? I said, a dude is really, if you look up the word dude, it means sharp dressed man. You know, but that's my dude from head to toe. That's my dude.
Yeah, I did
Go
like
ahead,
you
Daddy.
know.
You know.
Glasses, I know. I peep that all out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you know, and I thank God for him every day. I really do. You know, I feel good coming home knowing that I have him to come home to. You know, I am not going to tear him down, put him down. What he lacking, I try to pick up. Where I lack at, he picks up.
I know that's right.
You know, so.
See, and that's wonderful. And that's what I want the audience to understand. You know, everybody's not going to be on the same page.
Yeah.
And that was wonderful right there when she said, "What I'm lacking, he picks up. What he's lacking, you know, you pick up."
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that you're supposed to be there already. We all have our shortcomings.
Right.
And with our shortcomings, if you don't have nobody to give you that extra oomph,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
then you're going to keep falling and you keep
Right.
falling. And we have to separate ourselves from people that just watch us fall.
Right.
Not our cheerleaders in the back. And that's what I'm hearing between y'all two.
Yeah.
Y'all biggest fans, y'all biggest cheerleaders.
Right.
That's why I admire y'all relationship so
Wow.
much.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful again, and I'm going to say it again. I'm so grateful that y'all my first couple. And you know, I had to pray about it. You know, a lot of, you know, because my daughter kept asking me. She was like, well, Mommy, is you going to talk about hair stuff on your podcast? And I said, no. I said, I know hair stuff. I've been there, I've done it, and they taking so many shortcuts in the industry. I don't even want to touch that. But I want to get with real people that can uplift other people. Because you never know what marriage might be watching for people that's in a relationship, or people that want to be in a relationship, and they be like, "Dad, I got hope." You know, you understand? Because is y'all looking at me again? Because I might have hope. I might find that
You
special
do
one.
have, it's hope. I always say keep hope alive.
You never know who's going to step up and be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest fan, and not just saying. My thing is this: people can do that on the sideline. That's what I call it when you're not married.
Right.
You just a sideline cheerleader.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you got my back and we married and we bound together, that's something special and that's something different.
Yeah.
And a lot of people nowadays, what's marriage? It's just a piece of paper. They take it so lightly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, we got to the point of, you know, becoming one unit. That was just a piece of paper. It's more than that.
Oh, yes.
It's a commitment.
Yes.
Because I feel as though if you didn't marry me, or we're not married.
Right.
Now this is my opinion. I don't know what nobody else feel, and y'all can hit me in the comments or whatever. If you don't marry me, I'm still single.
Right.
I'm just an opportunity for the next man to see me. How you doing? To see me.
And she is beautiful.
To see me and step up and say, you know what? We keep crossing paths. I might have that story. I might not know who watching, who's seeing this.
That's right.
But if you don't think that much of me to say, I want to make her my wife, and we dating for years, and I see a lot of people do that. They date for years and years and years, and then they get married, and then they separate. And I'm saying you wasted all that time dating because you're so interested in, it's just a paper, who cares what people think. You know? It's the person, the individual. You thought enough of me to give me your last name.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You thought enough of me to start a business with me, because like I always say, marriage is a business. You thought that much of me. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about giving, and taking. You thought that much about me that we can grow together. Not, I'm over here, you over there, and then you got somebody, you got Susan, like, well, you know, don't want to look at Roger, but she in the win. I see the man in Roger. Or you got Billy over here saying, hey, Roger ain't looking at the leader to marry her? I ain't gonna disrespect them, but somebody always sitting in the back seat watching.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
And now since y'all married, they watching even more.
Right.
How long this going to last? 'Cause
Right.
If not, I'm gonna pick them up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna pick her up. So I am so happy that y'all communicating, y'all growing together,
Right.
y'all love each other,
Yes.
and y'all pushing forth to greatness. But
That's one of the biggest things, that communication.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have to talk on a daily. You know?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We definitely have to talk on a daily.
Even when we don't want to.
Yes,
Seriously,
Yes,
even when
we
we don't
do.
want to.
And I
You know?
like that because like in this day and age, a lot of people don't like to communicate.
Right.
And I try to, get my producer / publicist, the key to life is to communicate.
Right. Yeah.
And I was talking to my friend, and I was like, there's a reason why this coronavirus happened.
Right.
If it's contagious or it's not contagious, or if you can get it, you can't get it. If you're going to die today or die tomorrow. I said, and a lot of people miss the reason. The reason was to slow everybody down.
Oh, yeah.
To
Oh,
slow everybody down.
Right.
Because we're so fast trying to be by ourselves, trying to not to intermingle with people. Now you have to slow down. And if you slow down and you're in a house with somebody, now you have to talk.
Right.
You never know what this virus or how this virus is saving somebody's marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah.
saving this parent and this child relationship.
That's
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
right.
never know. God might have been looking down and said, oh, you don't want to talk to your mother? I'll put you in the house for 14 days. If
That's
14
right.
days ain't long enough, I give you 14 more.
That's right.
Right.
If you don't want to talk to your father, I give you 14 days. If 14 days ain't long enough, I'll give you 14 more.
That's right.
If you don't want to talk to your wife, I'm going to give you 14 days. If 14 days ain't long enough, I'm going to give you 14 more. So, like I was telling him, I said, you never know why this is happening.
Right.
Everybody just buying toilet paper. And if y'all got some extra ones, I'm at 2200 Hammers Ferry Road. Sweet, that's in Hawthorne, Maryland. If anybody, to buy toilet paper and all this other type of stuff, that's not what it's meant for.
That's
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's meant to really slow us down. Because my thing is this, we all superheroes. Nothing can affect us. Because when my biggest thing when AIDS came out, it slowed me down.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't popping it hot like I used to.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute,
Right.
hold up. Let me see your credentials. And that means your medical records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people like, it's HIV. They got a cure for it now. They don't care. Then they came out with SARS. Oh, they don't care. Then they came out with Ebola. Oh, it only happened over in Africa. They don't care. But look
Right.
how many Africans is over here.
Right.
Oh,
All
yeah.
these different things was happening, and they was like, don't care. So they was like, okay, we're going to hit the Korean people first. Because we want to, and I'm saying our community, we always want to put our money in their community, and they not put their money back into our community.
Right.
Let's say if you go get your nails done, and they brought the disease over here. Let's say you keep going to the Chinese food. Because I ain't been to a Korean shop yet.
Right.
I haven't. And that's my choice. I'm saying,
Right.
if it started in your country, and I don't know who's in your household, and that's what
Right.
people not thinking about.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I don't know who in your house.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, did they come last week, the week before, the week
Right.
before all this outbreak or happened? But you think I'm going to sit there and let you work on my toes? Even though it look a little bad, but that's why I got on boots. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I know I paint toenails, so if anybody need their toes painted, I will do a pedicure at 2200 Hammers Ferry Road.
Oh, Lord.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, everything happens for a reason to slow people down. One of the best days that I had since this whole coronavirus started was yesterday. Kenya, what did we do yesterday? See, she don't appreciate the vibes.
Oh, I
We
appreciate
went
it.
out and ate. Well,
We went out, we ate. When we came back home, we played Mortal Kombat. Then we played Just Dance. I've been so busy of working and doing all this other type of stuff.
Right. Right.
But to spend time with my child like that, and we had fun even though we danced to like 3 songs when we was tired.
Oh.
And of course I beat that Mortal Kombat. But
one time.
Kenya, who was the last winner?
That don't count.
See that I'm saying?
Oh.
So I beat it in Mortal Kombat again. So to say that I really enjoyed that time with her.
Yeah.
And then we was making what we made? Fried Oreos. So now I have a chance to get in the kitchen and show her little different things to
Right.
cook
Right.
and all that type of stuff. So it slowed me down. And when
Right.
it slowed me down, I can really appreciate time with my daughter. Even
That's
though she be
right.
upstairs playing her flute, now she got time to build up her craft and her skills and all that type of stuff. So it slows people down, and people have to appreciate and say, hey, let me, sharpen up my craft or whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? It giving them that opportunity to say, you know what, I want to work on this song. Let me write the rest of the balls to this song.
Right.
Because now, first I was writing the balls, then I got to go to work, then I got to do this, blah, 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 blah. Now I can be home, I can focus. Like I was telling her with the podcast, I was like, instead of us depending on somebody else to upload and all this other type of stuff, we can figure it out.
Absolutely.
Right.
We can figure it out how to upload and do all that and put it on the page and all that type of stuff and move forward.
Right.
So it's slowing everybody down and everybody thinking it's a bad thing, but actually it's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
So you got to look at the
positive side
the
also.
positive side
Yes.
and everything. And on that note, did y'all get your shot?
They don't have any shots for Corona.
I know.
No, not